story of a chair-bound blind man and his suffering servant who is at his beck and call. Continuing his own studies of the Beckett canon is this year's outstanding lead performer in an off-Broadway play, who took on the role of the Butler Clove, one of our greatest actors and clowns. Please welcome Bill Irwin.
Thank you, Outer Critics, for this award. And I am very grateful not only for this award and for your service to the theater, but for the work of several people who made it possible for me to be here to thank you in person for this award. My representatives, my current employers, they conspired to get me out of my work site and be able to be here in a room full of theater people. It's a great, great gift. Mr. Beckett's language, like Mr. Chekhov's, is full of exhilaration and terror, and it brings that into an actor's heart when you face it, and only with exquisite colleagues do you have a fighting chance. Like Mr. Freeman said, it has cost. It's full of joy and it's full of cost. I got to be on stage with Patrice Johnson, with Joe Grafazzi, and I got to do verbal duets with Mr. Beckett's language with the incomparable John Douglas Thompson. That should be joy enough for any actor. But I got to be in Kieran O'Reilly's production of this play and work at the Irish Rep, who from the front of house folks at ground level to the third floor offices, down to the basement where the tech and wardrobe people make the magic, is just an exquisite organism, an exquisite theater organism. I was almost reduced to letting a director speak for me today, but fortunately I was able to be here with you. I want to thank so many people, but don't want to forget to thank my spouse who helped me put these words into my head. Here is the word from Elder Actorhood. It does get harder to learn lines. It's just cognitively harder to put them in there. But more important than that, you learn not to settle for sort of knowing them. I remember being young and thinking, I pretty much have that, I know. They will paraphrase. Only when you put them in your brain, into the bone, do you have half a chance of serving the playwright, serving the director, serving your fellow actors, and serving the language of the play. And that, because of my spouse's great help in putting these words in my head, is thanks that I have to give to her. One last thing, just in the spirit of listening to people speak today and getting to embrace people who do the same work that I do. Can I just say that as a elderly, now cisgender, white, straight male, this is an exciting time to be alive. This is an exciting time to work in the theater, to take a look at the word and the concept of ascendancy, to put it in your brain and look back at your own life, to look at possibilities going forward. This is a very exciting time to work in the theater. Outer Critics, I thank you and for your service to the theater. Thank you.